Woo! All right, y'all. Greetings, greetings. Y'all, you all come on, come on. We are here. Greetings. We are here at out in front of Fulton County Superior Courthouse, and I'm coming with an update on the YSL, aka our born Jeffery Williams update on his case and what was determined on today. Like and share. Let the folks know that I am on. Greetings to a number of you uh, that are joining me on this afternoon. So we are live out in front of across the street. That is Fulton County. That's the courthouse behind me. Actually, the case is being tried in courtroom 1A. Judge Paige Reese Whitaker is presiding over the RICO uh, case against Young Thug, born Jeffery Williams. He is said to have been running or has been charged with a RICO, short for racketeering charge, for an alleged that he is running or has been running a gang and a criminal enterprise in Atlanta. Grew up in the Cleveland and what is that, South? I guess that would be considered Southeast Atlanta, over in the Cleveland Avenue area. The case is the longest running case in the history of the state of Georgia, and still, as of today, has yet to come to any type of resolve. Now, what is being said, uh, what is being said in regard to the case is that there are some negotiations with the six co-defendants on whether or not there will be a plea bargain or a plea deal. Um, we know that the state desperately wants a conviction. Now, there has been a number of mistakes and a number of major problems with this case, from defense attorneys being arrested, defense attorneys attempting to bring drugs into the courtroom to pass to some of the defendants. We have had a problem where the last judge had a secret or a private meeting with the prosecution without notifying the defense attorneys or including the defense attorneys in uh, the meeting that went on privately in the judge's chambers. So there has been a multiplicity and number of very serious problems and issues. We have a juror. We have a juror that is said to be extremely ill and has been showing up late for court, or not showing up, or are required and needing to leave court early, and that is added to delay. So we have had a number of problems. The prosecution, unfortunately, has not been able to get anyone to come, any of their witnesses to come in outside of law enforcement to come in and say anything remotely close to negative in regard to Jeffery Williams. Additionally, they have not been able to tie any of the alleged uh, charges or any of the alleged uh, uh, criminal activities to uh, Jeffery Williams. Now, more so than a RICO case, this seems to be a case that is trying to determine who killed and why did they kill Donovan Brown. That's been the main, or seems to have been one of the main focuses on this case that keeps coming up over and over again, that they are trying to get to the bottom of whoever it was that killed uh, Donovan Brown. But far as tying any of the uh, charges, shooting up the house, the one of the defendants said that they shot up someone's house. They shot up one of the co-defendants, shot up his father's barbershop. None of this stuff has been able to be tied to Jeffery Williams. The prosecution's case, it seems to be sinking like the Titanic. Now, this was Sir William's conspiracy theory. Uh, we have several elements and things that are going on here that has to be looked at and closely examined. It is election year. The DA, our DA, Fannie Willis, who was an assistant DA for a number of years to Paul Howard, who was the Fulton County District Attorney for 27 years, and the Morehouse College graduate. Unfortunately, unfortunately, she ran uh, accused based upon the accusations that he had sexually harassed and had did some inappropriate behavior, or had some inappropriate interactions and behavior with women that was on his staff. The irony of that very situation is that she ran to be the new DA on that accusation that was later thrown out of court, and that case was dismissed against District Attorney Paul Howard. The irony of the of that is that she turned right around after she was made DA and then got caught up in her own sexual scandal. All right. So, and that's a problem. So you ran and you used this allegation against Paul Howard about uh, his being inappropriate, and accusations that he had made some passes on women in his office and had done some inappropriate things. And isn't it the irony is that she turns right around and she has an affair with a special prosecutor that she hired to assist her in trying the case against Trump for attempting to steal the election. So I think it's absolutely amazing that that has. However, I greatly believe that her attempt, that she is attempting to get reelected, and she definitely wants to be reelected, and she needs a conviction. She needs a conviction, and both of these cases are falling apart and slipping right through her hands, and probably would greatly prohibit her from getting reelected if she does not get a conviction in either one of these cases. Now, the other part of my conspiracy theory is that their Judge uh, uh, Paige Reese Whitaker, she should be ethical and do the correct thing and declare a mistrial with prejudice immediately. She should declare a mistrial with prejudice right now. However, they are attempting to insult our intelligence and be slick, uh, and somewhat you could call attempt to be clever while they're being crooked all at the same time. What she is doing is absolutely wrong, unfair, and unethical. She is holding out. The prosecution clearly made a great mistake when they gave the copy of the Instagram post and allowed one of their witnesses to read and share that one of the co-defendants had been to prison. That is a no-no. The jury is not to be made biased based upon anyone's previous criminal history. And by that being read uh, in open court, immediately calls for a mistrial. However, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker is holding out on declaring a mistrial because what they're trying to do is to wait and see if they get a plea bargain. If they get a plea bargain, we live right in front of the courthouse. So buses, trains, planes, automobiles. Uh, but what she's waiting on is to see if they'll get a plea bargain, and then if there's a plea bargain, then she will not have to make the difficult decision to declare a mistrial and have that the longest running case in the history of Georgia had a mistrial under her watch. So that there you have it. That's the whole situation in a nicely wrapped package and nutshell, because there's no reason that she should wait. There's no reason other than they're trying to negotiate and see if they can end this. Now, the rumor is that uh, Jeffery Williams, aka Young Thug, is not going to cop a plea. That he wants to go through with the trial in its totality. So uh, that that whole case and that whole situation will at best be interesting uh, uh, to see how that plays out and how this entire case what actually transpires and happens. But the mistrial should be declared now. They should not wait, and the judge should not wait to see if there's going to be a plea bargain. Okay, we have some comments. She embarrassed herself on last Wednesday. No page violated Rule 211 and should have a motion filed against her to recuse herself without prejudice of the defendant's head when there is prejudicial misconduct. Uh, Yes, I was actually in the courtroom. However, we cannot record in the courtroom. The network Law and Crime has the privileges to actually record. She's got to keep telling the jurors to unhear things. Uh, Grant Nicholas says, wow, there better be they better oust her out. Someone says, good afternoon, as well to you. No media was allowed today. No, we were not allowed, and the judge was not in the courtroom on today. No. But on previous days that I've been down here, yes, I've been directly in the courtroom. But no, uh, the courtroom the courtroom was closed. No family, no media, none of that. While the prosecution and the defense are negotiating. Okay. Uh, okay. Someone says that Judge Whitaker is biased. Um, there is certainly something interesting that is going on with this case and with this trial that is beyond just what we're seeing at hand. There is something far greater, there is something far larger that is at hand that just has not been made clear or just has not come uh, come to the public as of yet. Eventually, it will, but none of us are, uh, I would say, dumb or stupid enough to not realize that there is something very much larger at play here beyond just this particular alleged gang uh, behavior. And let's really and clearly define what is a gang. What is, what constitutes a gang? Can a fraternity and a sorority be considered to be a gang? Uh, can a community of people that are childhood friends that grew up in the same neighborhood, can be considered to be a gang? And then I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people, uh, I brought this up in the media room with some of the other media, uh, and this is no insult to Jeffery Williams, but I do not I do not think that and I'm trying to figure out the best way to be able to articulate this without being insulting. But I don't think he has the capability, from what I observe, to run a criminal enterprise. Uh, they are the prosecution is attempting to make you think that Jeffrey Williams was a Frank Lucas, or that he was a Bumpy Johnson, or a Al Capone, or someone like that. And I just do not feel or think that uh, a guy coming from and being raised up on Cleveland Avenue, a guy that was reared on Cleveland Avenue, has the ability to run a major criminal operation that was doing all of these uh, criminal activities throughout the city. I just don't believe that. I don't. I'm not saying that that is something inept or any of that part with him, but I just do not, based upon my observation of him, believe that he was running a criminal enterprise. I think that he is a rapper, and he had a record label, or has a record label, and is attempting and collaborating with other artists, and putting out good music, good hip hop music, and to me, that's the extent of it. Now, if some of the people that were artists with him, you can't necessarily control what other folks do. You don't have any ability to control that. Uh, and so I don't think that's the case. The problem is that the prosecution, and that is part of the reason, because the case, that bus go by, because the case is falling apart uh, before our very eyes. I really believe that that is why Adrian Love was so adamant about getting Monk Tunk some of the time on his probation uh, vacated, or to have gotten it revoked, and she pushed for him to go to jail. The one thing that could have happened, Monk Tunk could have gone to jail for all of the remaining uh, 27 years that he was due to serve, but he went away immediately that day in court for for 5 years. She recused, and that was a scare tactic that was implemented by Adrian Love because they are so embarrassed. It is embarrassing that we have come down here to this courthouse every day for almost 2 years or longer. Okay, that's Jeffrey. Okay, I thought that was gonna be the motorcade taking them back to jail, because they actually have a motorcade similar to that every day that takes them back and forth to Cobb County, and the others back to Wright Street. Um, but as I was saying, that is one of the major things with this case is that they are so and have been made to be so embarrassed. Can you imagine that you come and you say, we have 400 witnesses that we're going to call? Then you drop it down to three something. Then you drop it down to that we're going to call 180 witnesses, and they have not had one witness. Everyone comes forward and says, I do not recall. I do not remember. I lied. I did this or did that. No one has come forward and pointed out and said Jeffrey Williams gave the order for this to happen. That Jeffrey Williams gave the order for Donovan to have been uh, uh, life taken away. None of these things that they have alleged have they been able to get someone to testify and tie it or connect it to Jeffrey Williams. It has not happened. It has not happened, and it does not seem that it's going to happen. And so I really do believe that she was so upset and so uh, uh, embarrassed that she pushed um, for his time or his probation to be revoked. And the judge went with it. Let's see what some of the questions, let's see what some of the things that people have said since my last reading of the comments. All right, hello, I'm telling you, Judge. Okay, the rumored counter, please. Okay. It's normal for judges to lean towards prosecutors. I understand that Thug didn't have a criminal record, so what will the plea to? What happened? Afford, please. I'm not sure what they mean by that. I hear that Thug done had a criminal record. I think that the judge is biased with how she treats the defense. She appears to be compromised. Uh, okay. All right. Judge for DA point blank. I've been watching her. It's looking like the court have eye a hard time. Okay, I'm not sure what they're trying to say. The judge can lean towards the DA when it comes to objections, but never for the violations. The big question is what is considered to be a game? Yeah, that's a very good question. What is considered, um, according to Fulton County, the DA can. Yes, I agree that there's something larger. It is a matrix agenda of the uh, Democrat parties. Okay, Thug is going to take a deal. I'm sorry, Thug is not going to take a deal. He is a millionaire, and the victims will be able to sue him. Great question. Remember the expression? It was a gang of people there. My mom used to call all her 10 children a gang. um, okay, none of them. The judge listens and vibes to Thug's music on her way to work and home. That's someone trying to be funny. That's why they shut everything down before Steele could stand up and petition the motion. Now now all of a sudden, no more cameras, no more media allowed. Uh, Someone says not Frank Lucas and Bumpy Johnson. Uh, okay, Tanya agrees with me. They are far from a criminal enterprise, and state made their first mistake trying this case as if they're an organized enterprise. Thugger already told you a while back, I'm coming home. She plans to take it to trial. Uh, on her way, I know, or Franklin. I can agree. I can agree with that. That Thug don't have the wherewithal to lead a criminal enterprise. Could anyone imagine if this case had had to find another judge? There would be. Well, I don't think that they're gonna do another judge. I don't think that they're gonna do. Hey, how are you? I don't think that they're gonna do another judge. That's not going to happen. All right, y'all. Could anyone? Okay. Oh wow, it's a lot of. It's been a lot of. Hey, Fatima. Greetings to you. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all. That's pretty much all that I had. Wanted to give you all a recap, real time, live here. Some people were questioning whether or not I was actually really covering this every day. I have been here uh, uh, every day covering this trial uh, that seems to be going nowhere. But I've been here, certainly have not been dishonest about that. We have been covering this and trying to attempt to the best of our ability to provide for you all the real deal, and not just the surface things that mainstream media would tell, but the inside. We had some false tips today that that a decision was going to be made by 3 o'clock. That proved to be false. So we're in the waiting game to really see and be able to determine just what happens with this case. Uh, but again, the conspiracy theory of Sir William is that Judge Page Reese Whitaker is making the very unethical decision to hold out and wait to see if there is a plea bargain that happens. The prosecution's case has been sinking like the Titanic from the beginning. Uh, if they want to win, Fannie is going to have to come in this courtroom and try this case herself because her assistant DAs don't have what it takes for this case. And that that's just the bottom line. That's just that's just the bottom line. All right, thanks, artist. Says keep showing and telling the truth in this world controlled by lies. Yeah, so uh, this is election year. The prosecution and the DA desperately needs a conviction. Judge Page Reese Whitaker should declare a mistrial with prejudice immediately. Stop insulting our intelligence and waiting to see if there would be a plea bargain, to see if there would be a plea bargain, and then she will not have to call a mistrial. It is wrong. It is wrong that she will not make a decision, and she has all of the ability and information and knows that the things that have happened, that's where she should. Okay, Fatima Solomon says, Sir William, do you think Miss Love snuck in some extra sentences or phrases on Montauk's plea? His lawyer didn't see the last part of number 8 and the plea. However, he should have read the plea in its entirety before having his client sign it. My question is, was that language there on the plea, or was it snuck in afterwards? I do not, Fatima, I don't believe that it was snuck in. I believe that this is an example of uh, overworked, underpaid public defenders. I don't think that, I think that the attorney might have been so busy, um, and we do it all the time. How many of us have signed an agreement or signed a contract and we didn't thoroughly read line by line the full and we didn't read the full details. We didn't read it in its entirety. We didn't read line by line and precept by precept. And then we did not go and ask the necessary questions that we should have asked. I don't understand this. I don't understand that. He probably was so excited to be able to get out of jail and get probation, and was probably so excited that he was not going to be going to prison for those 28 or 27 or 28 years that he did not uh, read the fine print as he should have. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Anybody else wants to send a super chat or a cash app, certainly would appreciate it. For those of you that we are here giving the information firsthand, we are due to be back in court at 9 o'clock in the morning on tomorrow. On tomorrow morning, to just to see or figure out what happens with this case. So I don't know if anybody has any input on to what do you all think? How do you think it's playing out? Um, do and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why, especially African American males, this case is the perfect example as to why we need to keep our nose clean and not fall in the hands of the criminal justice system. This is a example of exactly why we need to keep our nose clean. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Fatima, for making that request on my behalf. Yes, um, we it's an extreme expense, parking and all of that. It's a lot, lunch, all of those things that are required. Uh, so yes, so that's the thing. Had Monk Tonk not had prior convictions, not had been in trouble with the law before, um, none of that would have made a difference. All right. So we are here. This is the Fulton County. I'm on the backside of the Fulton County Superior Court House. Court pretty much are the negotiations adjourned today at approximately between 3 and let the buses go by. All right, so court pretty much are the negotiations between the prosecution, the state, and the defense attorneys ended at about 3:30 on this afternoon. Between 3 and 3:30, one of the deputies came out and told us that there would be no court on today, that we would not be allowed or admitted into the courtroom, There was nothing that was going to transpire on today. No decision had been reached between the prosecution and the defense, and that we are scheduled to be back at 9:30 tomorrow. So there we have it. That's pretty much the gist of everything that transpired on today. I have given you all my outlooks and my theories as to what's going on, and appreciate those of you that support. And if there's any of you that want to show some support uh, for the to offset the great expense that it takes to be here on a daily basis, I would greatly appreciate it. So if there's anybody that I know that one person sent something and complimented me on great inside information. And that's what I'd like to do. True and real deal of what is taking place and the reality of what is taking place. Uh, the system is so corrupt. I would agree with you. Okay, thank you. We just got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, all right. Uh, yes, thank you, Fatima. Everyone, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on all social media platforms as well. But definitely, please like and share, like and share, like and share. All right. And again, those of you that don't mind sending and sharing a donation so that we can continue to bring you this firsthand coverage, we certainly would appreciate it. We certainly would appreciate it. All right. All right. All right. Someone else son fell to the criminal justice system and is serving life. Very unfortunate uh, to uh, to hear that. So that's the thing. Brothers cannot uh, fall victim. Well, still acts. that would be if a motion, if a mistrial, excuse me, if a mistrial is declared, then without prejudice, then he could ask for a speedy trial. But that you're kind of putting the cart before the horse right now. That is not transpiring. All right. Um, is there any other people that would like to make a contribution? We got over 300 people on Facebook and YouTube. This case, this case needs and must come to some level of resolve. It has gone on far too long. It has gone on far too long. They need to get with the program and come to some level of resolve. All right? It is election year. Fannie Willis wants to be reelected. They want the prosecution definitely wants a conviction. They want somebody to pay. The defense is saying that they're not guilty and that they want to continue to fight. So it's at impasse, and we come back at 9:30 in the morning to make some to find out what level or what decisions or what is going to happen in regard to this. So there you have it. All right. Who will be kind enough to do a donation? We're here. We're out here live in front of the courthouse, telling you up to speed, up to date information on just what transpired and just what took place on today. And we are Black independent media, and we need your help and support to be able to continue and do this type of work. We need your help and your support to be able to do that. All right, so I'm here covering the YSL, aka government name Jeffery Williams racketeering trial that's taking place here at the Fulton County Courthouse. I guess you are just now coming on and did not know that we have been covering this case. You don't have to give me any money, and you don't have to. I don't like cursing on my live. I'm asking for donations because this is Black independent media. I'm here covering the YSL RICO case, and so those of my people that follow me and that are fans, well wishers, and supporters, we ask for donations so that we can afford to be able to do this type of work. We have to pay for parking. We have to have a cameraman. We have to have lunch. There's a whole nother setup that I have that you have to subscribe to on my podcast, and that we have a cameraman that is out with us on a daily basis for that. So that's the reason. Um, I, I think that we live in a capitalistic society, and we have people. It takes money to do anything. It takes money to run your household. It takes money for you to purchase fuel for your car. It takes money for you to have your bus fare if you don't have your own transportation. Everything in this world takes funds to make it happen. And so I haven't totally shut down everything where you have to pay and subscribe to everything. I still try to do some stuff uh, without asking. Uh, um, but we do need the help. So if you can and if you will. Instagram, we've been on for about an hour, so we're going to close out before they close us out before that. Okay, goodbye, Instagram. Okay. Oh, I've been covering the trial for quite some time. Been covering the trial for quite some time. Probably shortly after the jury was seated. And if I'm not, I don't know how you would have seen me if you hadn't come to my page. But I've certainly been here. All right, is there anybody else that can make a contribution, show some support? We would greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right, we have been here an hour after we were dismissed. The deputy, one of the deputy sheriffs came out and informed us that there would be no court today, and that we would reconvene tomorrow at 9:30. So thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the YouTube, like, share, and follow me on all social media, Sir William. Subscribe to my podcast and my Patreon, all of that good stuff, so you can follow and keep up with me. All right. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm out. Well, I shouldn't say that I'm out. Thank you. You've been watching Obnoxious Media, founded and created by none other than myself, Sir William G. McCray III, have been blogging and been a social media influencer for approximately about 15 years now. I started the blogging on things going on in the black church. That was my foundation, and we still do that to this day. And I have broke a number of stories from Juanita Bynum, Eddie Long, Paul Martin, you name it, and the list goes on and on and on. All right, Victor Cousins, just a number, Matthew Stevenson, just a number of cases.